Trying to.
Okay, you see me? Hello, what's up? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can do something. I wanna make sure I'm getting the light good. Okay. Yes, there we go, baby. Hi. How you doing?
I'm okay.
What's up? What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I just finished eating cereal and I was catching up on one of my shows. That's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to just chat with you. I mean, I don't think we ever did a video call or
No.
anything like this before, so this should be fucking interesting. Fucking conversations with my cuties. I just wanted to promote closeness and support and love and stuff like that, and just to kind of stay connected and see what's going on. How you've been affected while we've been in captivity, the kids, education, personally, creatively. But I want to start. I want to start you off by you introducing yourself.
Ah,
You famous.
I am. Well, I am Tisha Denise
Mhm.
on all forms of social media,
Uh-huh.
YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, everything.
Right.
Um, mommy of two. I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old.
Right.
I've been hit hard with this coronavirus situation. Uh,
Okay.
I'm out of work due to it. And I'm like a full-time teacher, doctor, nurse, lady, all of that.
Yes.
So my life has done a complete 180 since all of this happened. But
Okay.
I'm dealing with it as best as I can. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm actually
Hmm.
enjoying this whole like bond of
Hmm.
kids
Right.
now
Right.
that they're
Hold
at
on.
home. So it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's just a very bizarre situation for me.
Okay. Tell me what was going. A day in the life of Fatisha when before the corona, and tell me how you're spending your time now.
Well, before this happened, I was working. I work in my children's school as a
Right.
school aide. So, I deal with office work, serving the kids during lunch, helping with recess, and then like
Hmm.
that's pretty much my day. I hang around like the paras, the teachers, I get to
Okay.
know everybody, whatever.
Hmm.
And my kids, they're with their teachers. My son is in first grade, my daughter is in kindergarten, so they're
Hmm.
with their teachers. I see them in the school during lunch and stuff.
Right.
So
Right.
that was fine. Now that I'm no longer working,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm now, wake up in the morning, the kids do morning meeting with their teachers, and after morning meeting, it's all me. I help them with their math, their
Right.
English, their reading, their
Right.
writing, all of that. Like I pretty much
Wow.
have to do everything. I'm their teacher.
Okay.
So it's like very different because
Hmm.
my life is like routine, going to work, taking the kids to school, coming
Right.
home, helping with home, bedtime. Now
Right.
it's, morning meeting, breakfast, work, lunch, snack, stuff like that.
Right.
And I let them play for a while. Like I let them have a lot of breaks in between because I don't want to overwhelm them.
Okay. Okay.
Because if I don't give them breaks, then I'm stressed out, they're stressed out, and
Right.
I don't want. I know this is an adjustment for them too. And
Exactly.
my children are outside children. They love the park. They love going places, and the fact that
Okay.
they can't go to their favorite places or go to the park, it's
Right.
driving
It,
them crazy. So I'm trying
wow.
some type of normalcy,
Okay.
and I let them play. I let them play Switch,
Right.
Xbox.
You're right. You're right. Like you keep them entertained because
Yeah,
this is a trying time for everybody.
yeah.
Um. So when is the school supposed to open, and do they still offer you guys compensation and things like that? Or is it just a straight rest of the year out?
So far, right now, they're saying that they're supposed to reopen either the 29th or the 30th of this month.
Okay.
I don't believe that because the numbers keep going up for the
Okay.
virus.
Right.
And also at my children's school alone, there's been like 6 or 7 people who have tested positive for it.
Okay.
So I know other states are doing like the school year is finished.
Okay.
I think New York is just going week by week, day by
Right.
day. I just feel like let these babies just cancel the rest of the school
Right.
year.
Right.
You might as well, because by the time they come back, it'll probably be June.
Right.
Oh, and then by the
And then
time,
they be more stressed than they started. I mean,
yeah,
it'd be like two forms of trauma, trying to adjust at home and then get acclimated to that, and then trying to go back to school and looking at the teacher like, ma'am, where's my mom? You know what I'm saying?
and it's gonna
So,
be for everybody involved, the teachers, the
right,
parents, children, and we don't need that. And plus, like I said, there's like literally 7 people who have tested positive for it, and
hmm
some of them may recover, some of them
some
may
of
not.
them may not.
We don't know.
Right,
So it's like just let us finish out the school year with remote learning,
right,
base it off of that, and if we could come back in September, great. If remote
right,
learning is our new normal or whatever, and we got to be quarantined for a little
right,
while,
right.
let's just figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, I think it's the unknown that, brings you the most stress. So what about at home? Has anybody been affected at home, within your family and shit like that?
Um, Not well. I mean, me, like I said, I'm out of work due
Mhm.
to my sister. She's out of work due to it.
Mhm.
She works in Times Square, and everything in Times Square is shut down.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
work at school. Schools is closed, and I don't work with the DOE. I work as a school aide, and I'm getting
Got
paid
it.
PTA. So
Okay,
because
got it.
I'm not working, I'm not working. So I'm one of those
Got
people
it.
that have been on the phone with unemployment,
Mm.
and it's been giving me a headache because the call volume is so high.
Yes. I just went to check something about my account yesterday on Chase. An hour and 5 minutes whole
Yeah,
time. I
yeah,
mean, got the job done, but still, that
yeah.
has never happened.
Yeah.
And what about hubby? Has he been affected at all? Is he still your child's father? Is he working, or is he at home also?
He's he's at home. Like we don't live together. We're not
Okay.
together, but we
Okay.
do coach.
Okay.
And he's at home. He's a bus operator for the MTA. So his depot got hit hard with it. A few
Okay.
operators have the virus, so he's like,
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable being at work. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's not happening. Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
want to work and risk bringing that here. So no, and then his
Okay.
parents are older, so
Okay. Yeah, you gotta steer clear of them if you even get close to anybody in the public. Okay, so this has been a full-time transition. I mean, moms wear many hats. We already know that, but this has been 100% more responsibility with the kids being at home full time. So you don't
yeah.
do you have you had time to self-care, think about yourself, think about what's next for you,
Yeah.
being that the school is out and being that you're not working and stuff. How have you been dealing with it personally?
Well, when the kids go with their dad, because he usually we have a set schedule. He'll
Hmm.
bring them like today they're supposed to come home, and then he
Right.
takes them on Saturday, and then
Hmm.
he'll drop them off back to me like next Wednesday. Drop them
Okay.
off to me next Wednesday. So usually when they're not here, I'm doing laundry. I'm doing whatever little cleaning I have to do in the house.
Right.
Or while they're not here. I've also gotten back onto my YouTube channel. I've been doing
Hmm.
like TikToks and stuff because that
Right.
entertains.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I chat with my friends daily. I
Right.
have to because this is the
Yes.
longest we have been away from each other. So
Right.
I
I'm in
have
the same boat. I'm like, can somebody come over, please?
like
Shoot.
I've been having virtual girls' nights like every
Right.
weekend.
Every
So
couple of days we gonna have wine. So what's going
yeah.
on? What can we find on your YouTube page? Like, what do you talk about on your YouTube page?
Well, I talk about pretty much, I try to talk about everything, like stuff that interests me that I know it interests other people. I'm
Right.
like very heavy with mental health, especially now. So I talk about mental health a lot. I
Right.
talk about whatever is like trending. in the media that I feel is like at the forefront.
Right.
I do this thing called Fishbowl Fridays where it's just like
Mm.
random topics we pull out of a bowl and just discuss it.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
usually try to have people on Fridays, but not everybody can join and that's okay. But I have like my friend, he's always on it with me.
Okay.
So
Okay. He's
yeah.
like sort of your honorary co-host.
Yeah, like he's my
Yes, I
he's
think I
my
seen that on your page the other day when I looked on your Facebook. So that's
yeah.
good. I mean, are you scared at all? Like, how do you feel about the outcome of this? You think it's gonna better the world, worsen the world? How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I'm a mix of emotions. Like I said, the main word that I could think of is bizarre. Like I literally feel
Yeah.
like we're living in a movie. That's what it
Right.
like. And just it's crazy to me just to do something so social as going outside and just walking around the block or
Right.
my friend's house. You can't do that anymore. You have to
Right.
stay home. And then
Right.
if you go outside, you have to cover your face like you're a
Yeah,
ninja.
that's the part that really creeps me out. That's the
Yeah,
part that's bizarre to me.
yeah,
Because I mean, just to think something is in the air that it can go in your shit and you could die. That
yeah,
is so deep for me. I'm
yeah,
like, yo, they need to get it to fuck together, okay?
yeah. It's really scary. I'm sorry, that's the phone ringing in the background.
It's okay.
It's so scary. Like I remember when this first started, everybody was like, "Oh, you look stupid wearing the mask and the gloves if you don't have it." And now Cuomo is pretty much like, "No, everybody needs to wear it. Older people, young
The
adults,
people,
children,
right,
everybody
right,
needs to be
right,
covered because you don't know who has it, and that's the scary part. You don't know who has it
right,
because some people have it, show no symptoms. Other people have it, don't know that they have it. So
right.
it could go one or two ways. You don't know who you're
Who
around.
exactly?
So it's like, I don't know.
Mm,
Like, this is the
yeah.
most bizarre thing ever, but I know
Right.
that this is just yet another thing that's going to go down in the history books.
Like we've seen a lot of stuff in our lifetime, but never
Never,
something that we couldn't see, which
yeah,
is which is crazy.
yeah,
I know for me, I don't like it's more about what my eyes see that
mhm,
traumatize me. You know, you can hear
right,
stories and hear all these thousands of people affected, but it's when my eyes see something that I can't forget, it makes me scary. I don't
right,
agree with the mask. That's why I prefer to stay home. I did go out and run some errands yesterday, but it was like 5 minutes. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I just it's like so beautiful and so ugly at the same damn
yeah,
time. You don't know what to believe. You know, you don't
yeah.
know how to protect yourself fully. And I don't believe that those masks could help. Like literally speaking, if something's gonna go in your bloodstream, if something's gonna go in your body, it's going
And,
in there already. And what is it exactly? Is it from the 5G towers? Is it a virus crawling around humanity? Did it
well,
come from China? What
I've been hearing
exactly is it?
I've been hearing a lot of different things. Like I know a couple of people who said that they think they had it even before it was a thing. Like they had it in December. And they were
Right,
like, I couldn't describe it was like the flu, but it was worse. Like it
right,
was it breathed. And I'm like, really? And
right,
then I'm hearing like there's a lot of different strands of it. I'm hearing that like I said, people had it, but they recovered. And
right.
then,
I'm
you know,
speaking with a guy tonight who had it and recovered.
right.
And he said he went to Vegas for the last what was it? All-Star weekend or something like that? The last big event. And of course everybody, is together. So you're not thinking
Yeah.
about it. He said by the time he got back to North Carolina, he was sick. And I was like, well, I know you from college, but I want to hear all about it. Like, I want to know. So he's going to call, we're going to do a talk after you, and then you'll be able to see him because I need to know exactly how it felt. I saw a lady on Facebook, a cousin to a friend, and she just said she couldn't, she didn't have any oxygen. Like it was like
Wow.
she could not breathe. So I'm glad I'm gonna interview, have a session with a guy tonight because I want to know. I want
Hmm.
to know from a person that actually had it how it felt.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I'm glad, non went to the hospital like right when it started just to
Hmm.
check herself. My youngest sister Weiss went to the hospital too between now and then, and she's good. I've been in the house since I don't even know how. I mean, since I moved back to Brooklyn, the mid-February, I've been in the house more than usual. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I feel good, and I'm just like I'm glad nobody we know personally or within the family had it. Because I just don't even want to think about it.
Right.
I
It's
just don't
it's
want to think about it. It's crazy.
yeah. I feel like since this year started, it has just been nonstop disappointment, death, depression. It's crazy. And me personally, I'm trying to do everything in my power
Mhm.
to to keep my spirit up because me, I can't constantly read the news articles
Yeah.
or I can't. Like
Yeah.
I'll start to read so much and then I'm like, okay, I have to watch Netflix. I have to do something. I
Yeah, I
can't.
don't want. I have not. I mean, I don't even know the last time I watched news.
Hmm.
I just be like doing my own little thing because I can't even deal with all of that back and forth. And when you listen to the news, they're saying the exact same thing over and over and over again, but in a different context. And I'm just like, all of these white faces covering up the real story. I mean, it's
Right.
just a fucking load of bullshit. So I
Yeah.
haven't. I never watch news. I
Yeah.
don't watch the presidential race or
Hmm.
anything like that because it's just a big ball of crap. So
Hmm.
I'm like, no. So what? So what do you? I mean, what are you gonna do to keep yourself sane if if this lasts the next couple of months? What you gonna be doing?
I mean, the same stuff that I'm doing now, keeping
Right.
myself distracted,
Mhm.
focusing more on my self-care, my kids' self-care, and all of that
Right.
other stuff. Like doing that is what's keeping me sane.
Right.
You know, like I said, making the TikToks, that's making me laugh. Doing the YouTube and
Right.
like just
Right.
tapping into stuff I feel like that I couldn't really do when I was working and I had no time.
Right.
Now that I have the time, do it.
Right.
Because I have
Right.
I have no
And
place to
you, I
go,
mean,
no.
shit. How else you won't be spending your time? Because I know right now. Before I started talking to you, I do all my stuff myself. My website, my branding, my everything. And I totally want to come out of this with a new brand image for myself too. I feel that because I do so much, it's hard to convey it in an eloquent, simple, just way for people to understand, which is what I'm tackling right now. So yeah, that's my mission. And to just, how we always screenshot shit, we always like, oh, I'm gonna get back to that, I'm gonna apply for that, I'm gonna do that. Years and years and years of information that we kind of just sit on. So I'm spending a lot of time pitching myself, asking if if they want to collaborate, seeing if I can get new contracts after this. And also a lot of new people been calling me too, which is a blessing, and being able to dedicate my time to them. So that's really, really what I'm focusing on right now. Because after this, I need to have lots of savings. I need to have lots of things going on because I'm unprepared. If the world was to end right now, boom. Okay,
Right,
my couple of thousand ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I really need to step it up. You know, dig deeper into my degree, into my knowledge, into my creative side, and and what I want to convey to the world,
And I
moving
feel like that's
forward.
everybody because there's a lot of people right now that's just okay. They're, let's say for example, having to leave their 9 to 5, but they always wanted to be a fashion designer or
Right,
artist like that. So now that you have the time to do that, I say tap into it. And I see a
right,
lot of people saying, you know, we make it no when we make it out of this, you should have a skill, you should have a business, you should have all of this stuff. And some
Right.
people are like, well, not necessarily you don't have to have a skill, but make sure you're taking care of your health. I'm with all of that. Do
Mm-hmm.
what makes you
Yep.
happy in
Happy.
this.
Yep.
Take
Yep.
care of your business and do what makes you happy, because we have nothing but time. So you have
Right.
no excuse but to do, what you want to
Yeah.
do.
To come out of this better, and
Yeah,
no matter, it don't have to be a business or craft. It could be lack of whatever that you can pour
yeah,
back into yourself.
whatever,
Just love in general. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
whatever bad habit that you have or whatever. I need to go to the gym. I should have went to the gym. You got a gym right in your house.
You know what? You don't have no excuse. You just, if you, when you find yourself sitting there, you like, ooh, let me do something. I know that's for me. I started downloading some stretching, some things that I know that it's been on my mind that I just been too lazy to do. So definitely, definitely, definitely. And I know after this, I'm gonna be outside every second.
Girl,
Right.
I
I'm,
said, yo,
you know what?
I
I'm coming over. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna
ever,
come on over.
ever, never, ever, never, ever, never. If I'm invited to something, I'm going to everything. I
Yes,
promise you.
that's right. I'm not gonna be lazy another second.
No. Yeah. I said, even if I double book parties, I'm going.
Yes, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'll be there for 2 hours and I'm going to the next
yeah,
one. I'm definitely gonna have something when this is over. I'm definitely gonna have a fucking party because we need to celebrate our freedom.
yes, we have to. This is the most depressing, confusing, scary thing ever. And it's like,
Right. Yeah.
it's a movie. This we're
Yeah, it's a
living.
movie. What movie? Name this movie.
A lot of
Oh my
people been saying,
God.
um,
A lot of people been saying what?
Contagion. That's the
I mean, it could be so many movies. Shit, it could be Minority Report. I mean, get
right.
the crime, fucking solve the crime before it's committed, please. Okay, like
2012.
we don't have time for the fucking oracles to tell us something after the fact.
Right.
That's why I mean, I thought that's why we are a democratic society, so we could beat all of the odds.
Hmm.
It's so crazy that we always seem to be one step behind. We supposed to be one step ahead, but our community always
And
seems to
what
be
I
one step
said.
behind.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. So this conversation, I just hope I want to open up our minds, open up our hearts to each other. And, next week we'll get on again and see, have you gotten better at something or worse at something?
Yeah.
Just to hold ourselves accountable and, you know, see how we come out of this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to, because I'm usually a pessimist. I used to be a really bad pessimist. Now, with this going on, I'm just like trying to see the brighter side of everything. And I just
Yeah.
honestly be seeing all the creativity and the funny stuff on the internet. I feel like
Yeah.
we're gonna come out of this golden. I feel like we're
Yeah,
gonna come out.
way more happy. I'm like, shit,
Yeah,
it should be no more crime.
yeah. Because
It's either
we
gonna be a high spike in crime or no crime.
right. Because we are nuts on the internet, and I'm seeing nothing but us, the melanated. We're
Yep.
doing so many creative things, and I'm like, look at this.
Yes.
This is
When I thought about that the other day, that's why I put the people of our skin color. We are so good at seeing the sunshine after the rain
right.
because we just, I mean, nothing can really knock us down, and that's been our greatest gift and our hardest lesson.
Mhm.
They want, we have no choice but to be better and to take it into our own hands, and we seeing that more and more every second. So should I commend us as women being able to adapt, already wearing 45,000 hats, now we up to 55,000. Like
Mhm.
that's just so wondrous and so virtuous. It's just we can't be beat. We may not have all the money in the world, all the best shit,
But we make it
but
work.
yeah, we are everything. And I
Hmm.
and I and I'm seeing that shit more and more every day.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, I know we talked about working together and me helping you with something. Don't hesitate
Of
to call
course.
me. Don't hesitate to call me if you need anything.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want I definitely want you to be more successful when we come out of this.
Yeah.
Um, So send me a nice photo. Send me a nice full body photo.
Ew.
I'm gonna make you two cute flyers, and you can pick the one you want. I got I got a couple of interviews before you that I'm still uploading and dissecting and things like that. But once I press stop on our recording, it'll come to your Skype, and you'll be able to look at this. So let's connect next week.
Yeah.
And just reconnect and see what's good and what's bad and how we can help each other some more, okay? Fucking, you
Okay.
already know. Continue to dig deep, baby. I love you
Yes,
and
I love
thank
you
you.
too.
Mwah. Okay? Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.